All right, hello Markham Eagles families. Welcome to Flight 3, Wings of Literacy, How Eagles Learn to Read and Write. This is one of our 30-minute PD sessions where we're engaging the families and communities on what happens in a school day at Markham and how we can best support our Eagles at home. So this is our first class ticket to continued excellence. So this is our year of learning. So we're going to go from learning to launching. Here we have what our learning targets will be, what the main session is, and then Flight 3 will be Q&A and punch card. So here at Markham, we are aligning ourselves with the district continuous improvement plan, which is to focus on ensuring students have access to learning targets and success criteria. So the learning target is what they will be learning, and the success criteria is how they know they've been successful. So I have some of those for you here. So our learning target is, I am learning what is the science of reading. I am learning what curriculums support K-3 early literacy and 4-5 literacy at Markham. I am learning when students will be engaging in these different curriculums at school, and I am learning how I can support my Eagle at home. Some ways that we know that we're successful is I can articulate what is the science of reading. I can articulate the different literacy curriculum students use at Markham, and I feel more confident to support my Eagles at home after going through this training. Okay, so the science of reading. The science of reading. Reading is a civil right. So the science of reading is a way that we teach children how to read. It has 3 branches. So we have language comprehension, where it's building the background knowledge, vocabulary knowledge, language structures, verbal reasoning, and literacy knowledge. The second one is word recognition, so phonological awareness, decoding and spelling, sight reading. All of those things come together and we have a more skilled reader. This year, Markham is a Science of Reading Cohort 2, which means we are getting extra resources and services to make sure our teachers are getting the training in all of the different elements of the science of reading and really taking the time to lean into how our district curriculums align with making sure we have skilled readers, because again, reading is a civil right and we want to make sure that we are honoring our students and we're giving them everything they need to be successful. So during our early release days, our teachers are working with Capitol Hill educators. We're all coming together and we are going through the Science of Reading PD. We also have a Science of Reading coach who is in our building coaching our kinder through 3rd grade teachers, and we also have a Science of Reading interventionist that is pulling small groups to ensure that we're really capturing the needs of our students. So now we're going to go into what are the different curriculums. So you'll notice some things that are very similar between the curriculums and then some differences. So kinder literacy, they have Whitney Wisdom, which is our main core curriculum, which I'm going to show you what one of the workbooks looks like. This core curriculum has 3 modules that our kinders will go through. So a world of books, which they're in right now, module 2, creature features, and then module 4, Cinderella stories. So students are provided with a student workbook and core text, it doesn't matter which one, core text that are all aligned to helping the students. The next thing that students will engage our kinder students to help support literacy at Markham is a program called Fundations. So Fundations is 30 minutes a day, and it's a structured literacy approach to develop the sound, word level skills so that they progress into proficient readers and writers. So students will have access to letter boards and magnet tiles, dry erase writing tablets, student workbooks, composition books, practice book journals, and desk strips. And it's really honing in, learning how to mark up the words and understand the different sounds of the words so that students can read. The next thing they're using is something called Hegarty, which is 10 minutes a day, and it provides explicit phonemic awareness and instruction. This is top whole group, so you'll see students breaking words apart, putting words together, and it's really fun to watch them do this Hegarty piece. The last thing that supports literacy at Markham is geodes. So these are readable books that allow students to not just apply the phonics, and decoding skills, but also build the emerging knowledge and cultivate a deep learning experience. And this is 20 minutes a day for 120 minutes of literacy that our kinders, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth graders will have, but it will just look differently depending on the grade level. So students will do this in whole group or in small group. They will have black and white copies of the book, and the teacher will have a colored copy of the book that they're going through, and they're reading these readables. So here we have ways that you can support your kinder in all grade levels at home. On the district website, you can click on, let's say we click on Wit and Wisdom, Module 1, and this provides tips for what you can be doing at home to support your kiddo, different articles you can read, videos that you can watch, and some art pieces that you can analyze, because our students are taking all the different modalities to really become an advanced reader. So one of the cool things is they're analyzing art pieces, not just to say that's a nice piece, but to really understand what the artist is saying, which is why one of our Title I field trips this year is the art museum, because by the end of the year, our students will be able to look at an art piece and truly take in and examine what the painting is saying. So literacy for first grade is very similar. They just have different modules that they go into. They also have Foundations, Heggerty, and Geodes. Our second grade students also have 60 minutes of Wit and Wisdom. They have 3 modules that they go into: Seasons of Change, Civil Rights Heroes, and Good Eating. They will continue on with Foundations, and they also have Geodes, but if you notice, they no longer do the Heggerty. Heggerty is just for kinder and first grade. Our third grade students have Wit and Wisdom, which the modules they do is the Sea, Outer Space, New Home, Artists Make Art. They also continue on with the Foundations. And they don't have Heggerty, and Geodes is a new concept that we're still rolling out and getting our heads wrapped around as to what that looks like in the classroom. Our fourth grade students, as you notice, they do 120 minutes a day of Wit and Wisdom. They go through 4 modules. Module 1 is the Great Heart. Extreme Settings is Module 2. Module 3 is the Redcoats Are Coming, and Module 4 is Myth Making. And so they are working towards 120 minutes of this, where they're going into high quality instruction, and also, like everyone else, they have an end of module task. And so here again, you can click on how to support your kids at home. And then our 5th grade students also have 120 minutes a day, where their modules are Cultures in Conflict, Wordplay, The War Between Us, and Breaking Barriers. So I just want us to go back to our learning targets. And do you think, now that you've gone through our session, that you can articulate what is the science of reading, that you can articulate the different literacy curriculum students use at Markham, or where to access them on your own time, and how more confident do you feel to support your Eagles at home with the resources that you've learned about today? So let's think about those things, and then you can let us know in our survey. I just wanted to show you what a student workbook looks like. So all students get one of these workbooks, and it is really breaking down and being in alignment with what they're going to be reading in their books. You can see this is first grade, and you can see the writing is a little bit bigger, and they're having to use graphic organizers and sentence stems. And all of this builds upon itself. And so you can see here, I now have a 4th grade book, and you can see the text got smaller and the work got more dense as we are making sure our students are reading and on grade level and accessing grade level standard aligned curriculum. One of the things that the curriculum also provides for each grade level is homework fluency. So this is where students can read these passages at home, do the activities, so that they're building their own background knowledge. So when they come into class, they can feel more confident asking questions, engaging with the work because they actually know what's going on. So you let me know if you think sending these things home will be beneficial. All right, so there is a link down below where you can take our survey and you can tell me what you think about our session. And I appreciate you watching.